Hey everyone, it's Rick. How you doing? I bought a bunch of these 10 by 10, so today I thought I'd do something different. This is I actually sketched something on here. I want some kind of tree that looks like the wind's blowing it this way. I got the tree angled like a Y, a backwards Y. So, with this kind of painting, what I'm going to do is you can just sketch here. I got mountains back in here that look like they're coming forward from the back like this, kind of. And then I'm going to add this river in at the end. It should be very simple. This is like going to be a mountain, the top of a mountain looking down into a valley. So the scene is supposed to be where you're up high looking down. We'll see how it turns out. There's really nothing special about this way of painting. You just sketch it on and then you paint it, okay? I'm gonna start with the sky and try and go around the tree and use a very light blue. So I took ultramarine blue and mixed some white in it, and I'm using a soft brush, and I wet it uh, so I can get the paint to flow really easy, just to get my color up there. And then I'll probably go over some of the parts again, but I just want to basically get the color in the sky first of what I want it to be. A light blue, very light blue. And I'm going to try and go around the tree. There's still some techniques we'll use in this, like maybe putting the clouds in and stuff. But as far as this type of painting goes, when you just sketch it up there, and it's almost just like coloring now, you know. But we'll have to do some stuff that's because this is not how I usually paint my landscapes, but I just wanted you to see the sketch. Once you get this type of painting down and you know where your tree's going to be and everything, then you don't have to even put the sketch up there. Then you can paint the way I do, like all my other videos. But all right, so there's the sky. That looks pretty good. I'm still gonna lighten up the horizon. So we'll add some white down here near the bottom of the mountains, just to lighten up the sky a bit. I'm using a soft brush so I can get around tight spots. These small paintings, they're not as easy as you think. Sometimes I think they're a little harder. Try and add a little dark blue right now into the sky. This is just ultramarine blue I'm adding in just to get maybe some dark spots up in there while it's wet. Maybe get some kind of like wind blowing, because I want the tree to look like it's blowing. That's enough. I don't want the sky to be too dark though, so All right, that's cool. That's cool sky. Now I'm gonna put in. I guess I'll put in my trees next. I made a couple different greens here. Uh, just gonna wet my brush. I guess what I'm gonna do is just fill it in with the darker color, and then what I'm gonna do is end up highlighting it with some lighter colors here in a little bit. I don't want. I'm trying to make it look so it's not. It's gonna look cool. It's not like a green you would see on a tree, but something like that. Then I'll put some highlights in there. Very good. For my mountains, I just have gray. I'm going to get a smaller brush now. Just going to make the mountains gray. I just mixed Payne's gray with some white, and you'll see them here in a second. I'm drawing them down this way a bit, with this one over here a little higher on the left. So it looks like they're coming from here and going back. Same thing on the other side. Trying to draw the picture back towards the middle there. All right, there we go. Got those are going to be mountain tops. I'll work them a little more, but I just wanted to get the color in there. Let's see. Now down here, I'm going to have, I don't know what to make the color of the ground here. I'm going to have a river coming here, as you can see. So I don't want it, I guess I want to I'm going to mix my yellow ochre and brown together. Uh, it's a pretty cool color. I take burnt umber, take some burnt umber and yellow ochre. You get kind of like this golden color. I'm going to use that. So I'm going to paint all this groundwork in with this yellow ochre, and then I'm going to lighten it up in the back. I'll end up lightening it where I need it to make it look further back. Such a small painting. This should not take too long. And there's really not much to it. It's just the main attraction is that it's going to be that tree, right? I think it needs a little more yellow ochre in there. It's too brown. There's the color I like. Almost like a honey, dark honey color. So now I'm going to just add white to the back. Titanium white. Right underneath the mountains. I'm going to dry my brush off and then kind of blend it in a bit. It's looking good. I just keep working the titanium white until I get the lightness that I want back there. Good enough. I'm gonna put the tree trunk in now, dark brown and maybe a little black in with burnt umber. Burnt umber and Mars black. You might have to wet your brush a little. I might have to get a softer brush here. Yeah. This is not usually the way I paint if you've seen my other videos, but I'm hoping it comes out good. It's getting there. It's getting there. Find a softer brush here. I made a birch tree the other day. I like making those birch trees. Are kind of cool. Look at that. Looking pretty good. Just something different. This I just want to have like a mountain, like maybe we'll see, like maybe rocks over here on this side, and maybe this will be grass down here. We'll see. Turn that into some kind of cliff face. So yeah, I'm gonna put some grass down here now. I made this really cool green. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it's a cool green. Something different. There's all the underpaints done. All the underpaint is done. I can't remember where I had the river. It was something like that coming from way in the back there. Looking good. Something different, huh? Make some rocks here. Very cool. I really don't know how it's going to turn out. Have some bushes there I can highlight. I think now that I might do this painting on a larger piece. Now that I know what to do, and I wouldn't have to sketch it out, you know. Probably what I'll do. Let's see what happens here. Oh, my lights just got brighter. Now they just dimmed out. I guess I need a new bulb in there. So I need a new bulb. it's looking all right. These uh these type of trees, they're not my strong suit. Uh, Trying to get better at them. I think it looks pretty good. You just got to keep working it. Now I'm going to try and add some white in here, just a little. Uh, just to add some like accent points where the light would be hitting some of the tree. It's starting to take shape. Highlight some of these bushes now. So the way I started this out, it's not the way I usually start a painting, but like some of the techniques I'm using now is the way I usually paint. So hopefully I can make it look more like a painting now. Get some bushes going in there. Looks pretty good. It's definitely getting there. Just a simple painting. It's just a tree with mountains and a up on a hilltop. Let me see if I can turn this for you a little bit. There we go. I'll try and put a few clouds in now. So if you got something like this, you see where uh, we got canvas there. You can either take your original blue and white from the sky, and you can fill it in or you can just leave it. You can just fill it in or leave it. All right, I think I'm gonna try and darken up some of this grass so it just doesn't all look the same green there. Uh, Putting a few highlights on. It's starting to take shape. This is just something you can keep working it till you get it the way you want it. I'm still out of paper towels. It's bugging me because I like to wipe my brushes a lot, you know. Because if you get too much paint on your brush, I like to wipe it off. So like that. Put a few simple clouds in here just to show that there is some clouds up in there. I've seen people use, you know, the like cotton ball. They come out pretty good, the clouds, but I don't know, I just like to use a brush. If you get the right soft brush, you could do it the same way, you know, with the as a cotton ball. Clouds, clouds, you can just put up pretty much any way you want. If you ever really go look at clouds, we get a lot of them in Seattle. They never look the same. I mean, that looks fine to me right there. You know, that's all right. Wow, wow, that came out a lot better than I thought. I'm just looking at it in the frame right now. 41 minutes. Wow. I'm pretty amazed. I'm thinking And we could put a shadow now from this tree down right in here so it looks more natural. So I'm going to grab some dark gray on a wet brush. It's almost like glazing, right? And let's just darken from the bottom of the tree here. Just right in there. It'll help look like a shadow there when it dries. Because the rest of the tree would be hanging over the edge there. I think I had a little bit too much water on there, but just use like a dark gray. So that'll look like a shadow there now. There's not really much more I can do with shadows unless we put some down here on these ridges. Just darken up the very bottom. Just like that. It helps it look more like a cliff. You just take a very, very dark gray and add it on top of the paint. It's almost like glazing it. All right, guys. I think I kind of like that. Let me fix the tree up a bit. I did get some color on here. Let me know what you think about this one. I'll probably do this same painting on a larger one once I get done with all these small canvases I bought, and I'll do it. I'll do it how I usually paint, and you'll see the difference. But it'll look more natural. Uh, but I mean, you can paint this way too if you want. If you like doing it this way, I like to just throw the paint down and then work it. I think I got time to put a few twigs in here. All right. Came out a little better than I thought. I was worried about the tree branches, but I like the way I highlighted the trees. There we go, blowing tree on a hilltop. Let's see who's watching. Anybody watching? Oh, Rockin' Dave was on. Peggy's on. Thanks for watching, guys. Came out pretty good. Yeah, I gotta go get some more paper towels. I gotta go to practice here in a little bit. I'll hit the store on the way home. Yeah, I wanted it to look like a blowing tree, but I kind of like the way it came out. I also wanted to use different colors. I was trying to make it look not so natural, but it's got everything in it you need. You know, you got distant mountains. Which brush you talking about? Oh, this small one? Is that the one you're talking about? This is a Royal Langnickel. This is Princeton liner brush that I'm having problems with. Oh, this big one is that's that filbert brush. I bought from Dick Blix the other day, a Rhenish, and this was the other Rhenish fan brush I bought. That's all of them. Oh, this green one is the Artist Loft. Yeah, yeah, the Firenze. That's the one you're talking about. Yeah, these are expensive. These Artist Loft brushes. They're very stiff though. They're like a level 3. This is when you're like really trying to lay down one brush stroke at a time. Uh, that's what these brushes are good for. But I'm not doing that technique on these paintings, so look at that. I mean, you could spend hours going now and dropping your brush on here to, make the brush strokes show, but I don't do that. I like to get the painting done quick. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Cheers.